And I know that this looks extremely lazy, extremely. I hope that the view is good for you guys. I did not feel like dealing with setting up my reading space anywhere else. And we're just going to do some readings from right here. But I need to make sure that my phone is charging properly because I'm going to have to use the light, and I think I should be good. Let me see. Nope, it's going to act crazy. All right, go figure. Okay, give me a second. I want to look at men real quick, and we're going to do some readings on our divine masculines today, especially for you women that are single. We want to see what's going on with men. And the reason why is because, um, whoops, sorry guys. I'm so sorry. I am trying to get this thing set up. There we go. And hopefully it doesn't move. I have to, um, because I'm not even going to lie to you. Um, I think our men are outdated. I think too many men have outdated belief systems when it comes to women, period. As well as at the top of that would be religion and spirituality. And I personally have no interest in a man that doesn't have an expansion of ideas of spirituality. Okay? So, and I'm serious about that. I do not want to deal with a religious male. I don't. I am a witch, and I know that a lot of witches watch my channel. And misogyny and, males constantly telling you to submit to their illnesses and sicknesses is just not cool to me. So I got a little reading space here. And I'm going to pull this back a little bit. Yeah. I am not interested in a religious, judgmental, hypocritical male. I'm just not interested. So we are going to see what's going on with that. We're going to start with the Aries men. And I'm just going to start throwing cards out there. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Subscribe, share this video. Um, and let's get started. We're going to call to spirit guides. Let's call to the goddess for protection and guidance in this reading. We want to look at the Aries man. What's going on with the Aries males? Oh, 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 wow. Okay, so we are looking at love, and what I can say to the Aries male is that you're delusional. If you are an Aries male that is having a really hard time finding a partner, Seven of Cups says that you have these ideas and these fantasies about women that are not real. And then also about life in general. Um, how you are relating to women, it's kind of delusional. So a lot of Aries men are not having a easy time understanding. I feel like a lot of Aries men are dealing with not understanding that women are your equal. Okay, when it comes to power. Um, And the Justice card is telling me that that a lot of the Aries males, they are not really understanding women's rights. You kind of see women as being beneath you. Okay, and so that's something that you need to learn. I think that a lot of you guys are stuck on women who probably um, just kind of see it as a sex thing. They don't want to go further with you. They don't want to marry you. And a lot of it has to do with your masculine energy being very toxic. Okay. You can tell that a lot of Aries men, you've got a lot of friends surrounding you that are giving you advice on women. Well, guess what? Nobody should, a male should not necessarily be giving you advice on women because that's a male. Okay. You need to start listening to the women. And if you're not listening to women that have respect for other women, then you're going to always run into a problem. You're going to always run into a problem. A lot of you Aries men seem to have that problem. You are trying to dominate and control the woman, and this is not going to work for you. This is not going to work for you. The Emperor comes up, very interesting. This is your card, comes up in the upright position. And what they are saying is that what the Emperor is saying as a spirit guide is they are saying you have got to respect your divine feminine in order to receive respect. Okay? See, this is where the issue is coming in. This is the reason why your relationships are being torn down. And a lot of you Aries men are dealing with either that water sign already done burnt out and a fire sign done already left. You do have a air sign here that seems to be trying to teach you a lesson, in particular a Libra, trying to teach you a Libra. I can see a Libra female that seems to be trying to teach you to stop mistreating women in a sense to where you're trying to weaken the divine feminine. And a lot of you Aries men are doing that. Okay. A lot of you guys are doing that. The Emperor is telling me that you have a toxic masculinity about yourself that is going to consistently tear down your relationships. You're angry at women because they keep choosing other people. So a lot of you guys got another fire sign male or either a water sign male got chosen over you and you were sort of in limbo since that. And that's because that person does not treat women like crap. They don't, disrespect women. They have respect for women, which is few and far between. Give me some more info about this situation for the Aries male. Oh, yeah, see? The Lovers. And feel like a lot of you Aries may suspect it. Some of you Aries men are dealing with your twin flame. If you're dealing with your twin flame, the patriarchal views, the disrespect of women is not going to work. You're going to always have issues. And a lot of you Aries men have somebody that you see as your twin flame walking away from you because you have a problem with showing respect for women. Okay. You're showing way too much hatred for women. Your conversation quality is bad. I can hear that person saying to you, hey, I don't want to talk about this. Can we talk about something else other than your hatred for other women? Even though you're not talking about that woman, but most of the time you're talking about other women, but it just still shows your misogyny. You have a twin flame here that is walking away from you. Keep in mind that nobody has to stay with their twin flame. Nobody. Nobody has to stay with them. You can get left just like any other man. You can be replaced. You can be replaced. Men didn't create the twin flame paradigm to take advantage of women, but there's a lot of twin flames that they're having that problem. They're having that problem with their twin flame, to the point where they don't want to be bothered. They don't want to deal with a misogyny. They don't want to deal with the misogyny. They don't like your friends. Whoever this is doesn't like your friends. I can see an earth sign person here, either an air sign person. Yeah. Y'all need to get it together. Either you're going to settle down with your friends, or you're going to settle down with your lady. Okay, but you got to learn some respect. Respect is mutual, is what the Justice card is saying for the Aries. Okay, you got somebody that won't speak to you. They've denied you of any kind of sexual energy, Aries, and that is because you're trying to use your masculine energy to bring that woman down. Okay, and she don't want that. Okay, just like you want a woman to support you in your endeavors, you want a woman to support you in your endeavors, and she wants a man to support her in her endeavors. Okay, let's move on to the Taurus men. Spirit guide, show me Taurus men, September 2022. Okay, so this Queen of Swords fell out in the inverted position. Listen, Taurus, your refrigerator cold mother is controlling your love life. That's the first thing I can sense. What else, spirit guides? A lot of Taurus men have either their mother or their ex. Yeah. Yeah, this is not good. Love life totally turbulent. Um your competitive nature, your competitive nature, and this Five of Wands in the inverted position is not good. It's some kind of competitive nature that you have that seems to be interfering in your relationship with this woman. You are dealing, a lot of Tauruses are dealing with an air sign, either a Libra or an Aquarius or a Gemini. And they seem to have turned their back on you, left. I feel like a lot of you guys want that person back. Part of the reason is because you just keep involving yourselves with this negativity, and they don't want to be involved with it. It's making them unhappy. And you have a lot of negative male friends. Yeah, this is not good, Taurus. Okay, a couple of cards fell out. Yeah. Then a lot of you Tauruses need to learn how to, Taurus men need to learn how to communicate better. You need to become better communicators. A lot of you guys really need to start exploring spirituality. I do see that a lot of Taurus men are involved with an incarnated angel who is very, very advanced spiritually. So the Hermit in the inverted position just tells me that there's some sort of spiritual issue. You creating a lot of negativity, and some of y'all Tauruses might be dating a witch. Mm-mm. And y'all want to get back together with this person, but they're closing the door on the situation. They don't want to talk to you. You can definitely tell that there's some kind of betrayal here. What is the issue? Give me some more info about this. You can definitely tell that it is religious and spiritual differences. A lot of you Taurus men, the way that your partner or your ex-partners feel as though you sort of have this acceptance of some kind of suffering. It's like the acceptance of suffering, and they don't feel that way. So that's why they walked away. They don't feel that life has to be negative. See what I tell y'all? See? They either walked away from you or they're walking away from you because you're just too negative. You're way too negative about everything. You don't really, I see a lot of Taurus men don't really have a positive outlook on life in general. Okay, so you can tell that this person has been seeing someone else, Taurus. And part of the reason they've been seeing someone else is because number one, a lot of you Tauruses are very insecure and jealous. And you're kind of jealous of their friends. You want to isolate them. You don't want them to do anything. There was some recent financial issues, and one of the reasons why your partner decided to walk away from you, Taurus males, is because, you have this thought process that women are not supposed to work. Men that think that way, especially if you don't have the money to support the family, men that think that way, really, it's your deep, deep, deep insecurities. I feel like the hermit has been trying to show you that. And so going throughout life hating women is not going to help that. There's some changes that are needed. A lot of you guys had a tower moment, and a lot of Taurus males are just sitting there drinking themselves into a drunken stupor. You're going to have to get it together. A lot of Taurus men, good Lord, the universe is speaking to you. Things are being flipped upside down. As a man, you're saying, well, the woman is supposed to do this and the woman is supposed to do that. But why is the universe saying something different? That's why you just recently had a tower moment. Either this was a loss of a job or either it was a loss of your partner. They left, they walked away. Okay. So I got a feeling that we're going to see that a lot in this reading on the divine masculine, which spirit is telling me that a lot of Tauruses are not divine. And you guys want that person back and you're trying to get them back. And so see what you will do is you will go let me see how spirit guide show me how Taurus males are trying to get this woman back. Yeah, you're trying to judge her and ah, ah, yeah. You trying to force it. You're trying to put negative energy on that woman and she's just going to keep fighting. In fact, Taurus, she's going to relocate and move away from you. She's not going to deal with that. It's no need for that. This is unnecessary drama and negativity that, now if you feel like, well, she disrespected me, if that's how you feel, then you need to walk away anyway. Okay. But most of the time, and I'm willing to bet money on this, is that, a lot of you Taurus males messed up. You did something to mess up. She responded by saying, I don't like what you're doing. And then you automatically said, you're disrespectful. You're no, this person's not going to submit to you. You want this woman to submit to that, and they're not going to do it. They're just going to move away from you, Taurus. They're going to move away. They out. That's exactly what you're going to do if you are not able to change, okay? If you want a woman to think like a man, then go and be with a man. Straight up and down. If that's what you want a woman to do, and the ball is in a lot of you men's courts. Okay, let's look at the Gemini. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the Gemini males for September 2022? Okay, I'm going to see if any cards flip out. Nope, so we're going to just cut and throw the cards. Well, Gemini, here's the thing about it. You dwell too much on the past. You're taking it out on whoever your divine feminine is. You're taking out a past relationship on them, and it's not their fault. Okay, so you're headed for either divorce, or either there's an extremely unhappy home or relationship, because you're taking out either your frustrations or your anger out on the person. So you can tell that a lot of Geminis are very angry. They're very angry. And you can tell that a relationship is definitely, on skating on thin ice. This is either with a fire energy, a water energy, and we got earth dominant in this reading. Give me some clarity on this Two of Pentacles. Yeah. And so another thing I can see that Spirit is saying is that Gemini, you are way too verbally abusive. You're way too verbally abusive. You can definitely see that whoever this is, they seem to be moving towards somebody that is more so carefree, more so you can tell that you, yeah, Page of Swords in the inverted position is verbal abuse. Or either you just, you're not really communicating like you should. Okay. Yeah, that you're not going to keep a partner like this. You're not going to keep a partner like that. Give me some clarity on Page of Swords. Yeah, you need to move on from the past, Gemini. You are stuck in the past, and mainly you seem to be stuck on your parents' relationship. Spirit, clarify this, Empress. The Empress is a pioneer woman. The Empress she has her own money. The Empress has the ability to create generational wealth. Dwelling on your parents is not going to do that. It's not, because you may have had parents to where your father was the breadwinner, and your mother didn't work. But that's not necessarily every situation, not even your own. Clarify the Empress. Then also I can see that there seems to be some problems, Gemini, to where, yeah, see Page of Cups inverted and the Hermit. She feels like she can do better by herself without you because you're too stressful. You're dwelling on the past, and it seems like there was some unhappiness that was being created because of that. You need to move past whatever's in the past. Now, this Knight of Wands, give me some clarity on the Knight of Wands for the Geminis before we move on. Okay, so the Queen of Wands comes up. So they're telling you to change. You need some change, big time change. You really need, Gemini, y'all really need to change the way that you are. You dwell way too much in the past. And then also you can tell that there was a relationship that seems to have hurt you in the past, and you just seem to be stuck on it. You're just carrying it with you, which is kind of weird for a Gemini to do that. So evidently there must be some aspects in your chart that you need to work on. I feel like this is especially for a lot of you Geminis that are, I feel like your moon sign or either your Mars sign is earth energy. And you seem to be holding on to this fear of moving past the past. You need to get on with it. Then the Two of Pentacles is telling me that everybody ain't the same. A lot of y'all Geminis need to realize that all women are not the same. They don't do the same things. They don't handle situations the same way. Okay, they just don't. I feel like a lot of Geminis this month are headed for divorce, and instead of you being able to critique yourself, you're just playing victim. Okay, you're just playing victim. All right, let's move on to the Cancer man. Spirit guides, what messages do y'all have for the Cancer men for this September 2022? And if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up, we must only have 3 women watching at the moment. What is going on with this disproportionate? Why are women not in here watching? Where are the women at? Because y'all should be thoroughly enjoying these readings. Cancer. A lot of Cancer males are very, very, very insecure. You just move and glide and flow with this insecurity, Cancer male. You're very paranoid. Why, though? I have 2 children by Cancer. He's passed away, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's your cards. Yeah. Yeah, y'all way too paranoid, and then you keep comparing your women to your mother. um, they've tried to normalize things like saying a man wants to be with somebody just like his mother, and you've tried it and it hasn't been successful. Then you can tell that a lot of you Cancer males, y'all either have baby mothers, um, that either you can't get over or you feeling some kind of insecurity. You know, and you can tell that a lot of you guys are looking now. I will tell you that I do see love coming in for Cancer men. Okay, in the month of September, I can see love coming to you either from a fire sign or a water sign. Because a lot of you guys are going to get over that. I can see hope for the Cancer men. This, even though this is a male card, King of Cups, you can still tell that there's a water sign energy coming into your life, or it's a fire sign energy that's coming in. And I do think that Cancer men are more moldable and shapeable. You and the thing of it is, Cancer, what you're figuring out right now is that you wanted to mold a woman into what you wanted her to be, But now you've got somebody that's going to come in that is going to teach you more so what it actually is, because all of this has been a fantasy. Y'all been reading too many books. You've been listening to too many men. Your friends, your boys, your friends purposely want to make you insecure. That's what friends do, on both sides. And you just have to listen to your heart. You got to stop. And I think a lot of you guys are learning a very valuable lesson, even if you stay with that same person, because a lot of you cancers are either dealing with another Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio. A lot of you guys are going to you're going to figure that out, that you need to stop allowing outside influences to make you feel insecure. Because all your friends, they dating women that sleep around. Whoever this woman is that you're dealing with, Cancer, they don't sleep around. And you're going to realize that. Some of y'all are going to have a reunion with this person, or you're going to meet somebody new, because it's already, once there's too much water under the bridge, God damn it. All right, y'all. My bad. I apologize for that. I thought that my phone was charging at the appropriate speed, and evidently it was not. So now it is. You know how sometimes, they make these chargers so that it doesn't actually charge they'll start to mess up. You know what I'm saying? So drained my battery. I apologize. My phone literally went dead in the middle of that. So here's what, and I'm just gonna have to keep the phone down for the remaining of these readings until my phone gets a little bit more charged up. But what I can tell to finish out the Cancer reading, let me tell you something, Cancer males. All men, when they see you in a relationship with somebody that you like, thank you, Jen. Hello. Um, Men typically, and it's not all of your friends, but it's some of your friends, some of your associates and your comrades and the people that you hang around. They want to convince you that a person is cheating or they're doing something wrong. Okay. And that person is not. Some of you guys may really be with people that are cheating that you're going to walk away from this month. But a lot of you guys that have had somebody that has said, look, you have a problem. You have a problem. Please get help. You're being insecure. I am not cheating on you. There is no other man. Even I can even see a situation where one of your friends is trying to lie to you and say, oh, well, she came on to me or whatever. That's not the truth, hon. So you need to really, really use your discernment. Okay, men have to use their intuition as well. Okay, hey, Ziana. Hello, Miss Fairy. Hello, how are y'all? Y'all need to use y'all intuition as well. A lot of y'all either have a water sign friend, a fire sign, or an earth sign friend that consistently tries to keep you, play with your head. Okay, this person's trying to play with your head, and you need to learn how to block that stuff out or do something. You can tell that this is what's going on. I think that what this Four of Wands means is that you're going to have a much happier relationship with this woman if you stop listening to that. Okay, or either it may not even be somebody telling you that. You may just be thinking of these things on your own, and it's paranoia. Okay, you're being paranoid. Okay, so let go of a lot of that paranoia. We're going to move on to the Leo men. Oh, and Miss Fairy, give me a second. I'll give you a wrench as well. Oh, you have one. I'm tripping. Okay. All right. What messages you got for the Leo men? I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I thought that my phone was charging, and it's literally still only on like 3%, but it's charging fast because I have a supercharger. What messages y'all got about Leo men? Okay, so the Page of Cups fell out in the inverted position. Okay, Leo men, you talk down to women way too much. Okay, you're and then also Spirit is telling me is that you got to quit talking to women like they're another man. You're not talking to another man. You're talking to a woman. You need to be gentle when you speak to a woman. Okay. Now, I also feel like a lot of Leo men, your masculinity is so imbalanced that a lot of you guys don't realize that you're not speaking from your heart. You're speaking from a place of male. You're not able to be there for somebody emotionally. And that's why this Page of Cups, whoever this water sign is, they won't speak to you. A lot of y'all Leo men have gotten plenty of signs of this because some of you guys, either your job is on the line or your career is on the line because you guys act like you don't know how to talk to women. Okay, so I got 4 cards: Page of Cups inverted, King of Wands upright, Ace of Pentacles inverted, the Strength card upright. Yep, 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, y'all got some learning to do. Y'all got some growing up to do. You're way too harsh. Okay, I can see a lover here that is either water or fire. And the fire sign, they got you blocked. They not speaking to you. The water sign, because you're too harsh. When women said that they wanted equality, they meant equal pay and they wanted to be respected. Women don't want you talking to us as if you are in a huge male debate, and we don't like rough talk. Yeah, you're just tearing women down. That's not what women, and I think a lot of men know that, but you're acting childish. You're saying, oh, okay, you want equality. So how about I treat you like a man? That's not what that means. That's not what that means, Leo. So a lot of you guys that are dealing with water sign women, you are going to have to understand that it is your job to protect the woman. Strength card comes up. If you're dealing with a fire sign person, they are looking for a replacement. They are looking for a replacement right now to replace you. Somebody that's better, somebody that knows how to treat a woman. Okay, if you're gonna, that's what I've said to a lot of these men. You're being you're being weird because you're sitting up here. A lot of women don't want to be manhandled like a man. So, and in a world where we're dealing with so many men that are misogynistic, a lot of women, there's a lot of women that have become adapted to that, but there's a lot of women that haven't. Okay, they haven't become adapted to that. And I don't think women actually ever will. Okay, now for a lot of you single Leos, y'all need to get some kind of stream of income. Okay, because no matter if the woman works or both of you work, you're going to have to provide. for that woman. You're going to have to provide for her. Okay. And it's not that she's a gold digger. It's just that, you got to have something to contribute. Okay. Let's move on to the Virgo males, spirit guides. What messages do you have for the Virgo males? Oh, Lord. The Hierophant in the upright position. This is crazy. King of Pentacles inverted, Four of Pentacles inverted. A lot of you guys may be dealing with a very strong Taurus energy. And this person is not going to submit to you. In fact, there are a lot of you that are dealing with very intelligent women. You want an intelligent woman, but then again, you want her to be beneath you. A lot of you Virgos are having issues with relationships. The Hierophant also tells me that a lot of Virgo men are going through divorces because you were too narcissistic. Yeah, Six of Swords in the inverted position. This keeps being revisited over and over again. You're going in this cycle, and it just, women don't want that. It's not that there are some women that just want everything to go their way, but I think that it is all about sometimes it is about compromise, to where you have to allow somebody to have their own thoughts and feelings, and you're just not doing that. Somebody you want somebody to be just like you. Well, what attracted you to them, Virgo? What was the attraction to begin with? Was it simply because that person was available? Give me some more cards. I got Six of Swords inverted. Oh God, Four Wands revert. Y'all got some of the same cards. And a lot of people that are in twin flame relationships with Virgos, with Virgo men, the obstacles that you are having does have to do with spiritual beliefs and religion. It does. Okay. It does. Like, I can directly see that affecting a lot of you guys, because I feel like there's a relationship that's headed for a divorce, or it's going to end because, and then another thing, you can tell that Virgos can't move on from the past. A lot of Virgos had a relationship with a toxic woman that I believe whoever this toxic woman was, what I'm hearing Spirit saying is that she wasn't comfortable with her femininity. Now you've got somebody that's comfortable with their femininity, and it's confusing to you. Okay, it's very confusing to you. You're not understanding why. Well, first of all, everybody is not the same. Let me throw some advice cards before I move on to Libra men. Yeah, Ten of Cups. So we got a spirit guide here. King of Wands, I'm sorry, Queen of Wands in the upright position, and the Ten of Cups inverted. You are always going to have a unhealthy and unhappy relationship when you're bringing politics and religion into the situation. Honestly, it's always going to be a problem. So, for example, for some reason, what I'm hearing is arguments or disagreements over, like, the holidays, in particular Halloween. You don't want the kids to celebrate Halloween because it's evil, and just really, it's really, oh God. And then even Christmas is evil. All of it is evil. All of these things that are supposed to bring the family together, you're looking at it as evil. And so I can see kids involved with this. And whoever this woman is, she's either left or is ready to leave because you're just making everybody unhappy, Virgo. Okay. So you guys need to really honestly, you know, I feel like it's a general lack of respect for the woman that the Virgos are dealing with, and you guys are holding on to these values that never served anybody. I mean, why do you think that all of these problems have arisen in society? Because a lot of people will say, well, I can hear a lot of you Virgos saying, well, back in the 50s and the 60s, the woman did this and the woman did that. But the feminist movement was created out of that because there was a lot of women that were dealing with either mentally or verbally or physically abusive men. And then when they would try to get away from this abuse because they knew that it wasn't healthy, because let's face it, if a man hits you a little too hard, you could die. A man could kill you if he loses his temper, right? And he and these women, they tried to get away from this situation so that they wouldn't be completely unhappy. And then they went out into the world and faced sexism and misogyny. And the question that Spirit has for you, Virgo man, is does a woman have to be down and out to be with you? Why does she have to be down and out? Why can't she be strong? Why do you want the woman to be weaker than you, Virgo? What's the point? You want her to be weak in spirit? If she's weak in spirit, that can create sickness. You had a woman that recently left you because you were literally making her sick. Fibroid tumors. I can see that a lot of you guys were trying to have a baby. Some of you guys do have children. Maybe you were trying for another baby and the woman went to the doctor and found out she had fibroid tumors. A lot of your women ended up with, maybe cysts in the breast and stuff like that. That's being caused by all that toxic energy. Why won't y'all stop doing that? It's not just women, but Spirit is asking you guys that. What is it all about? What is it for? Why do you feel that you have to tear down a woman in order for you to feel like a man? Please do Gemini reading for remaining of this year. Well, I'm not going to do that now, but I'll be happy to do that later. Who is that? Gabriel. I'll be happy to do that later. All right, let me smudge my cards real quick. Yeah, this is an issue. Because I'm going to tell you something. Most of you men, you're going to... Wow. Okay, let's look at Libra men. What messages do y'all have for Libra men? Okay, Knight of Cups in the upright position. Okay, Six of Cups inverted. So a lot of you guys just recently reunited. Libra men reunited with a water sign, but, okay. So Libra men, y'all need to really try to connect to this woman on an emotional level, because you can see that there was recently a reunion, but it's going to end up the same thing, the same issue. If you don't get over that emotional detachment, I feel like a lot of Libra men might be learning that. I got the Ace of Wands upright, but I also got Seven of Swords upright. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been disconnected emotionally, probably because of some trauma in your childhood, possibly created by your mother. Okay, every woman is not your mother, Libra. Every woman is not your mother. Although if you poke the bear, or if you poke somebody, if you prod at somebody, if you're triggering somebody, then anybody is going to do that. So what you do is you do this self-fulfilling sabotaging prophecy to where you test and you test and you test the woman in your life. You keep testing her. Every single time you're bringing that out for some reason. I don't know if this negativity brings you some kind of comfort, Libra male, but what you do is you test a woman. Okay, you pretend that you're going to be there emotionally, or that you have emotionally matured, which you really haven't. And then you test and you poke and you prod, and you all of a sudden pull the rug from underneath this woman every single time. She's going to leave you for good if you do that again. If you cannot stop doing that and control your behavior, then either get some spiritual counseling or either some help. You keep doing this over and over again. It's a constant cycle. So there seems to be a fire sign that you can see that seems to be coming in. This woman that you're dealing with does have options. There's a fire sign that's making an offer, and there's a Knight of Pentacles that's making an offer. You got a couple of spirit guides here that are telling you, hey, you need to grow up. You need to mature yourself. You need to work on self, work on your intimacy, work on connecting with that woman emotionally, intimately. Otherwise, that person's going to leave you. There was a recent reunion, but this person's just going to walk away, and then you're going to get angry. You're going to play victim. It's your fault that this is happening, because you keep creating these emotionally draining situations that keeps pushing this woman away from you. And what are you going to do? Try to stop her from walking away? Oh, I ain't never dated a Libra man, so I don't know. And then I can see in the cards that a lot of you Libras think that it's a game, or love is some kind of game, and it's not. That's why you don't have any stable relationships. And you refuse to change or get better or grow. You have to get out. You're stuck in your childhood. 6 of Cups in the inverted position says you being stuck in your childhood. Your significant other is not your nursemaid or your doctor. Okay? They're not running an insane asylum. They're trying to live a life. They're trying to build a home. Not an asylum or a hospital. You got to get it together, Libra man. Anybody out there dating a Libra male? I wouldn't even know. I've actually heard about them through readings, and it hasn't been good. Okay, let's move on to the Scorpio male. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the Scorpio male for September of 2022? For all of you men, let me say this. What Spirit wants you to know is that if you are on mission impossible with these women, they don't mind being alone. You keep trying to make them feel bad and say, oh, you're alone, you're lonely, and I'm going to leave you, and nobody wants you. Nobody wants you. You need to quit playing that game and grow up and actually be a man that a woman is proud of. Actually be a man that a woman can brag about. Scorpios, spirit guides, what messages y'all got for Scorpios? Okay. Temperance upright, King of Pentacles upright, Three of Cups upright, Nine of Swords upright, and then the Emperor reversed. So, Scorpio men, you guys seem to be a great provider. Okay. However, I can also see that you seem to be a little too codependent on your father. You haven't really gained your independence. And hold on, let me throw out a few more cards. Yeah. So it's good to be a provider, but what the Emperor comes up in the inverted position to say is that just being a provider alone is incomplete. So your significant other, which looks like you either have a fire sign or a water sign, they are going to outside sources to seek the love and the support that they're not getting from you. So just being a provider is not it. So a lot of men will say, well, I work 12 hours a day. What am I supposed to do? Um, then I can also see that there may possibly be either some cheating or some emotional cheating. You don't want to let your guard down. You don't want to talk to your partner, to your wife or your significant other. So what you do is, because you don't want to show your weakness, is you will go and tell all of your business to another woman, and you're pillow talking with another woman. You're supposed to come and talk to your partner about your problems, and you need to make them count and make them matter as being a solution in the issue. There's another thing, you're getting burned out because you want to be the one that's the provider. You want to be the one that does everything, but you don't have to be. Like, your partner is willing to help you. I mean, let's keep it a buck. In society, there are a lot of people that are having financial difficulty. You create more problems by not allowing your significant other to help because you're so scared that that person is going to possibly throw it up in your face. And there's a lot of arguments, unnecessary arguments. Definitely a lot of negative spirits that need to be cleared out. The high priestess came up in the inverted position, as well as the Five of Pentacles in the inverted position. So you can definitely tell that there's some energies that are kind of toxic. Then you also let too many people, the relationship that you have with your partner should not be spread out amongst everybody. You need to allow some kind of privacy. Stop opening up your significant other to ridicule and gossip. There's certain things that you need to keep to yourself, unless it's a trusted person that you can go and talk to that wants to help. Everybody is hell bent on destruction. All they want to do is just end it. People, instead of working things out, they just want to end it. They want to say, well, I'm tired of hearing about this. And then also, you need to stop bringing in outsiders. There's too many hands in the pot here. Okay. The Hermit even comes up in the inverted position, letting you know that there's a lack of privacy. There's a lack of privacy. Then what I can see is a lot of you Scorpio males grandstanding, trying to make it look like, oh, well, we're having this problem in our relationship, but I did this. I did this to fix it. So you're sitting up here trying to, first of all, you involving too many people. You're not giving your partner privacy. Your partner is sitting there saying to you, well, I wanted to keep that between us. I didn't want, thank you, Miss Fairy. I didn't want everybody to know about that. What are you talking to all these people about this for? So, and then also, the relationship would go much smoother because people would rather focus. If you go to somebody like if you're dealing with the average person feels more comfortable with thinking about other people's problems and projecting than looking at themselves. So it'll be, you go and tell your business and you give somebody to talk about, and they're going to talk about it, and they're going to keep talking about it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Stop bringing your problems to the outside and handle those intimacy issues within your relationship. Everybody doesn't have to know your issues, Scorpio. Let's move on to the Sagittariuses. For example, you have an issue or a problem that needs to be worked through, and a lot of Scorpio men, they act like it's the end of the world. Like, they are ruled by Pluto, which is very, very, it can, on the negative side of Pluto, represents ending. So it's always this cycle of ending, and it's very strong and powerful, which is why y'all are represented by the death card. So every single time there's an issue, you go to somebody like you, and and so you're talking about it with other people besides your partner. And then the next thing you know, the next time your partner goes around that person, they're looking at them side-eyed. And people can sense that, and it makes people feel uncomfortable. Okay, stop bringing your relationship to, and men have a problem with doing that. They feel like they owe somebody an explanation, even when nobody's asked them. What are you talking about? Like, why are you, what is the issue? Can we have some privacy? And the high priestess came up in the reading in the inverted position saying that you need privacy. Yeah. Yeah. What are you going and talking to this person and that person about it? You know what I'm saying? Telling everybody the intimate details of your life. What is it? Okay, spirit guides, what messages do we have about the Sagittarius men for September of 2022? Spirit is talking to me about Big Brother. We don't need Big Brother because men talk a lot. Men gossip. And another thing that men do is they will take things totally the wrong way and perceive it. Like, I've noticed that something can happen and men will comprehend it, but they'll flip it upside down a lot. Y'all notice that? Okay. What messages y'all got about the Sagittarius? Mm, mm. So the Hanged Man comes up, Three of Wands upright, Six of Wands upright, Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles in the inverted position. Okay, so Sagittarius men have a tendency to expect people to accept third parties. There's a third party entanglement relationship that I can see with a fire, either earth or a water energy. And here's what that person is saying. I don't want to open myself up spiritually. I don't want any sexually transmitted diseases from dealing with this third party. Don't nobody want to deal with that. Okay. So, Sagittarius men, a lot of you guys are trying to get women to accept you seeing other people, but they're not going to accept it. They're just not going to accept it. They're getting ready to close the book. Yep, they're getting ready to go in the other direction. Okay. And so Sagittarius men, y'all were like, well, you just gonna end up alone because you ain't gonna find no man that gives you that. And a lot of women are ready for that. They're like, okay, fine, I'll just end up alone. Telling women that they're gonna end up alone or dying alone does not give you some kind of freaking power over somebody to force them to do that. Okay, then also I got Six of Wands in the inverted position, which means that a lot of Sagittarius men are leaning towards the toxic masculinity. And, a lot of the women that you've got that you seem to be dealing with, there looks to be another fire sign or an earth sign that's willing to put up with that. Whoever this water sign or either this air sign is, they're not going to put up with that. So I can see a relationship possibly ending or either having problems to where this person is like, I'm not going to deal with these other women that you're with. Okay. They're not going to deal with it. And Ten of Wands comes up next to the Seven of Wands inverted and Five of Cups inverted. That person is ready to leave. Yep, they're ready to leave. And they're actually exploring other options at this point. Yeah, they're exploring other options at this point. You can also see a lot of Sagittarius men being afraid to make a commitment because of something that happened in the past. This is a water sign person. Listen, they can do better by themselves. If you're afraid of commitment, the point of commitment is so that there can be more stability. Whoever this third party is, they bringing in a lot of bad juju and bad energies. Whoever this third party is, Sagittarius, they bringing in a lot of bad juju. You can tell that a lot of you guys are, a lot of Sagittarius men are trying to do the poly thing. And whoever this is, they don't want that. They don't want that type of situation. They want something that's more intimate, that's based on trust. So you may have to go find somebody else, even though you may have a fixation on that person. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to be with you because of that. So a lot of you guys are going to be getting, they're going to sit down and they're going to say, can we talk? Whenever a woman says that to you, that means that she's getting ready to drop a bomb on you. Hey, listen, I noticed that you've been talking to this person and talking to that person. And I noticed that you didn't answer your phone for a couple of hours. Are you seeing somebody else? It's probably not a good idea to lie. Some Sagittarius men will lie about it. Y'all got some cheating spirits in y'all. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to the, and just to say this, if you want to be a cheater or you want to do the poly thing and you want to date all these women, you want to be a polygamist, then go and find women that are okay with that. Ask yourself if that's the type of woman that you want and that's the best type of woman that just does everything that you tell her to do, then stop focusing on women that don't, because those women are not going to do it. They're not going to ever do it. They're just, you know, they will shut down the chocolate factory. Okay. They will shut down the whole thing. If you don't like the women that you're dealing with that are okay with that, then that's a sign. I don't know what you're going to do. All right, Capricorn men, spirit guides, what messages do y'all have for the Capricorn men for September of 2022? Okay, so we had a card fall out, Queen of Swords in the inverted position. Okay, what else, spirit guides? All right. Queen of Swords, Five of Cups has came up. The Moon card has came up as a repeating card. King of Swords inverted. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Tower, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is pretty much cut and dry for the Capricorn men. Y'all got some memories of the past and some anger from the past. And so a lot of you guys are dealing with the perception of what you can create within your life being skewed because of things that you saw growing up. You have got to stop and step outside of the box of how you grew up, especially the negative memories. Y'all in particular have held on to the negative memories of your mother. Your mother may have been abusive to you because your father left. You got to let all that stuff go, Capricorn men. Y'all are holding on to that for dear life. Knight of Pentacles in the upright position, Knight of Cups, the Tower, and the Nine of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles, this is a representation of Venus, okay? And the Knight of Cups is a representation of the Moon or either Neptune, okay? And they're both in the upright position. These seem to be spirit guides that are trying to bring this information and this energy to you, and it's time for you guys to accept it. You need, first of all, you need to accept that you can do better. You need to accept that you're supposed to do better. You're not supposed to repeat the cycles of your parents. You're supposed to break the cycle. So the Nine of Wands represents breaking a cycle. That's what that represents. Nine of Wands represents perseverance and breaking those cycles. Okay. So a lot of you Capricorn men, first of all, y'all need to stop allowing whoever, there's an air sign man that is a karmic here. Comes up as the King of Swords in the inverted position. This may be your father or either your mother. That's very bitter. Stop taking love advice from bitter people. That's bitter. That's when something happened. The person played victim. They didn't really have a lot of discernment to understand it. And now you're just dealing with a bitter male, okay, or female, okay? This Knight of Cups represents exactly what I'm telling you. There seems to be a couple of you guys that have an offer that's solid, and but you still want the one that gives you the most trouble. So then you start to create this drama, and it's bad for your health. Drama is bad for your health. So you had somebody walk away from you because they felt like it was too much stress, Capricorn. That's a lot of stress on the heart. Yeah, you need to break the cycle and turn this situation around to the positive. Then you can tell that a lot of Capricorn men are being stubborn. The person, I can hear them saying, hey, listen, I love you. I care about you. But you seem to be just so negative and moody. You're moody. Okay. And the person is saying that to you. And instead of you taking it as this person just communicating with you, now I can tell you this, that if you're not moody and you're in a happy mood, and a person constantly has a cycle of whenever you're happy, they tend to turn unhappy. And they want to, so if you guys are not together, like both of you together, y'all can be happy at the same time, y'all can make plans for the future, then there may be a problem with that person. But whoever this person is, they're definitely making you a solid offer, and you don't want to be with them. Let me ask why, because the Five of Pentacles comes up inverted, Capricorn. Why doesn't Capricorn want to be with whoever this person is? Okay, the strength card comes up. You're being stubborn. You under mind control. Four of Cups was right after it. So a lot of y'all are under mind control to not appreciate a person that is bringing you good emotional support, not just financial support. You cannot expect money to replace love. That would be just like somebody giving you money and then coming back the next day and punching you in the face. But I gave you some money. You gave me some money, you gave me a gift, and then you beat me up and you abused me mentally and physically. How does that work? Well, I supported you financially. So being able to support somebody financially, that's great. People appreciate when you help them financially. But if it comes at a price, what price is a person paying? People will rather, and you can tell that a lot of you Capricorn men have tried to use money to control the woman. You can tell. Knight of Pentacles and next to the Knight of Cups, here, I'll give you this. The next day you come back with some jackassery, and she's like, hey, you know, and a lot of women are stuck between that rock and that hard place, which is why a lot of women choose to just support themselves financially. And the universe will always support women on that. Yes, there are the cases where you men may feel like you won, but if you a man and any of your women are going through financial trouble, you need to look at yourself. That's sad. That reflects poorly on you as a man. You should never be saying, "Oh, my woman did bad financially," and da 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 da. Ho 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 ho. No. That ain't how a man is supposed to behave. You supposed to realize that your woman doing bad financially reflects poorly on you. And it ain't about giving her money, but it's about, why. And let's face it, domestic violence, this in-home domestic terrorism that a lot of these men have been doing, it leads women to miss work. Domestic violence costs this country billions of dollars. Domestic violence and the violence that men cause costs taxpayers more money than anything. If you want to look at it like that, let's keep it a buck. You men and your inability to control yourselves and to fix your problems and the abuse and the ignorance that you are bringing to these women, you are the worst burden on society. It's not the children. The children are not the burden. You teach the children to be the burden on society. If you look up statistically, the need for women to have welfare, food stamps, housing assistance, all of that stuff, because of the actions that you men take, costs. This is really what screws up the economy. Okay, so y'all need to start taking responsibility. And this is something that they don't see, they don't understand. Okay, let's move on to the Aquarius men. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the Aquariuses? Aquarius men. Up, the devil, upright. Ooh, Lord have mercy. So a lot of you Aquariuses, y'all are so fixated on this woman that you want to own her. You want to control her. What else? Wheel of Fortune inverted, Three of Swords upright. Yeah, that woman ain't responding to you. Wheel of Fortune reverse, Three of Swords upright. Eight of Pentacles in the inverted position, Five of Swords in the inverted position, and the Death card. So y'all Aquarius men are looking for women to submit, and you're not having luck with that, Aquarius men. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, what is she submitting to? Is she submitting to a third party entanglement? Yes, this is either with your mother, a third party entanglement. Your mother makes it impossible, virtually impossible, okay, because you let her control everything. Or it could be somebody, it seemed like it's a third party, either an air sign or an earth sign. And, they seem to interfere a lot. Typically, when somebody is usually controlling people are usually being controlled by somebody else. Okay. And this is unhealthy. This is a perversion of a relationship right here. You can tell that this person is not responding. They can be any zodiac sign. They are fighting you tooth and nail, and they're going to win. The death card comes up in the upright position. A lot of you Aquarius men are going to have endings. And part of the reason is because, well, first of all, it's not just for those of you that have a third party that's real toxic. It's also y'all got bad friends and y'all just involved with a bunch of drama. Don't nobody want to be involved with that. And this person seems to have met your friends. You want to go and hang out at their house with your friends, but that person don't really like those people. It's not that they're antisocial, it's just that they're very, very bad energy. It's okay to tell a little joke every once in a while, but when it's literally just a bunch of negativity. Yeah, and also Aquarius, you can tell that a lot of you guys have a lot of false friends. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of you guys need to really, you got people around you that they seem to be embracing this negative energy to the point where you can't heal yourself, and this is very unhealthy. I can sense that a partner has told you these people are very unhealthy. There seems to be a lot of arguing, a lot of discord, um, a lot of verbal abuse. You can tell that there's definitely some verbal abuse, and just this person is asking themselves, is this really love? And the ball is in your court. This person doesn't have any friends. And a lot of Aquarius men will say, well, you don't have any friends. That's because a person would rather not have friends than have toxic friends. Who wants toxic friends? So they told you that. They said, well, I don't have any friends because my friends turn toxic and I'd rather not have any friends than to deal with any, I'd rather have decent friends. So you can tell that this person, now I will tell you that for a lot of you guys that are dealing with Aquarius men, I think a lot of you guys have possibly done some work or been in prayer or something for this person, because what I can see is that this man is at a crossroads. Either he's going to submit to this angry discord and craziness and toxicity, or he's going to submit to a relationship with you of healing and peace and just love, and you just function together. Some of you guys, that Aquarius might do that, but for some of you Aquarius men, it's a 50-50 chance that a lot of you Aquarius is that person is going to say, hey, listen, take my hand so that I can take you away from all this mess, or I've got to go. Some of you guys that do surrender, the hanged one comes up too. Some of you guys that do surrender to that, you're going to move on with that woman, that person, and you're going to have a wonderful life with that person. But some of you guys are just going to say, I don't want to walk away from these bad friends of mine. I want to stay around them, and screw you, because I've known them my whole life. I don't even know you. And that person is going to say, I gotta go. I love you, but I gotta go. Sometimes you can have a lover, a great love in your life. And this could be family too, but some of y'all, siblings is what I can see for a lot of you guys too. Some of y'all can have a great love that come into your life and they love you. They just love you. They would never actually in the world want to hurt you. Um, they wouldn't want to see anything bad happen to you. And you just bring all of this negativity. You're giving them a difficult time, and you'll choose people that, oh, I've been around that person since I was 2 years old, and and who are you? Well, I'm the person that loves you, and this is toxic, and y'all will choose to go down that other road, and that person will say, well, I gotta go because this is not this is not what I can deal with. Okay, especially when technically you're not supposed to put your friends before your lover. I do feel as though way off in the future for some of you guys, you can tell in September there's going to be a lot of problems in this relationship that I'm looking at. Maybe perhaps around December or either sometime in January. Maybe the Aquarius will get it because I can honestly tell you with this death card coming up, this Aquarius male has almost been killed by these people. These people and almost got this person killed, and they just, yeah, that's my friend, and we're playing Guns and Roses or some crap. Hey, I get it. I'm from the Wild Wild West. Y'all playing the roller derby with your friends, shoots and ladders, you're okay. But when it becomes dangerous and toxic to the health, then that's when it's time for you to say, okay, I've got to grow up and go down the path of healing and enlightenment with my partner. Y'all, yeah, Aquarius is, and you can tell that this is a pretty good relationship. You can tell that the love is there, but that person is like, and you do nothing about it. It almost seems like a gang or something. Wow. Y'all do nothing about it. Y'all just let the negativity flow. Okay. All right. Last but not least, let's look at the Pisces. So if you're dating an Aquarius, I don't blame you. I know that I wouldn't want to be with a man that brings in a lot of negative, toxic people to the point where you only want these people to know where you live. Okay, last time I checked, people that are very toxic and negative, they don't need to know where you dwell. All right, Pisces men. What messages do spirit guides have about Pisces men? Okay. So a lot of you Pisces men, y'all seem to be going through something that you began to go through this year. I got 5 of Pentacles upright, Ace of Cups upright, the Magician upright, King of Wands in the inverted position, and the Two of Cups. So you can tell that there was for a lot of Pisces men, especially if you're a woman that's dealing with a Pisces man, there was an outside influence that looks like it's this fire sign. This person seemed to have been bringing a lot of chaos and confusion into the situation. I feel like it's an overcoming of that person. I feel like a lot of Pisces men are going to have a new beginning this month. Ace of Cups comes up in the upright position. So it's almost like this blessed energy that seems to be coming in. If you're a Pisces man, you can see that new love is possibly going to come in if it's a new lover. Um, but I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles, I'm looking at an already existing relationship with either an earth or a water sign person. Who's this King of Wands in the inverted position? So what I can tell Pisces males is that y'all got this so-called alpha male who's actually a beta male because he relates everything to his Johnson. This is a he whore type of spirit that seemed to have been interfering in your relationship with your partner. And this is a very confused male. That's why he's in the inverted position. He had kind of been running things for a while. Yep, the judgment card and the devil in the inverted position. And so whoever this is, it seems like they either gonna go now. I will tell you that I can see for a lot of you Pisceans that this person is either gonna go to jail or somebody gonna do some work on them because the magician comes up so they can shut them up because whoever this is, they're constantly taking the littlest, smallest things, and then they're also trying to run your relationship. Very toxic, diabolical, controlling person that seemed to have been interfering in your love with this person. And you can tell that this month, Pisceans are going to reconnect with their lover. This fire sign can either be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, whoever this is, and spirit gonna handle them. So I don't know, a lot of y'all Pisceans, y'all must have been praying or doing something because they were controlling your relationship from the outside. And they had a lot of toxic bad energy on them, just and I feel like your partner is going to come back to you once that person is out of the picture, or either the relationship is going to be happy again because whoever this King of Wands is, they just wanted to cause disharmony and discord between the two of you. Why? Just because this person is a negative, toxic person. So they would create a lot of things that were very negative, but they seem very, very real, right? And so it was almost like, you know how you see little kids play with their Ken and Barbie doll? Like that's how this person kind of was. Like, your lover was Barbie and your Ken, and this person, whenever they wanted you to fight, you'd fight. Whenever they wanted you to have sex, you'd have sex. So basically, this person has been controlling your relationship completely and totally, watching your relationship. If it's a spiritual person, they've been remote viewing. They are so focused on your relationship with this person, and this could be the person's father that comes up. It could be their father, just because there's some people that just, this is the medical industry would call this some kind of early onset of dementia. Why this person felt the need. It was almost like a sexual obsession. Like if this person could be in the room with you while you're intimate, they would be. And this is pretty disgusting. So you can tell that a lot of Pisceans are going to reconnect with their partner this month. Um, Let me throw some advice. I feel like a lot of Pisceans need to protect themselves because there's always one, if sometimes several or many. People will see you doing good in your relationship and they'll just want to wreak havoc. And you'll ask them, you'll say, why are you doing this? Ain't you in a relationship? Ain't you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. So why are you so focused on what I got going on there? Huh? Advice for the Pisceans. Now I already know I'm going to see stop posting stuff in social media. Okay. Yeah. Stop posting things in social media unless you have your protection up. Three of Swords comes up. That's your main issue with social media. You got an ex or either some crazy person in social media that's constantly watching your social media. They do make troll accounts, and this could be family. Could be family. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups inverted, the Strength card, the Star card upright, and the Four of Cups. So watch out for social media. Protect yourself in social media, which means what? Protect your ether, protect your etheric, because people will see you in social media and they will go on the attack. Okay, follow your spirit guides. The Star card comes up. saying that, I'm showing you the way. Stop bragging out in social media on what you're doing with your significant other. This ain't a time for that. You got a lot of miserable people out in the world. They're miserable, and they are factually miserable. They only know how to pretend to be actually be happy, whether or not they're with somebody or by themselves. They have 10, 11 problems and will exacerbate your issue that you could have resolved. And then here they come. And watch out for them relationship gurus too. I don't consider myself to be a relationship guru at all. It's just called common sense. So I'm not a relationship guru. I'm not. Okay, I have issues just like everybody else has issues. I don't like it being put on blast in social media, but it just is what it is. The ball is in his court. Y'all will go online. A lot of men, as soon as y'all have a problem, men do this notoriously. Y'all do this more than women. Y'all either talking to people online, quit talking to people online about your relationship. You're giving them fuel to use against you. Whatever issue, problem, thought process that you have with your significant other, talk to them about it. And if you're going to be a man and really lead, then lead. But a lot of men, they're going and they're talking to somebody like they just can't handle their relationship on their own. Every little thought, it don't even have to necessarily be something that somebody did to you. I know that I've had this happen to me. A paranoid, delusional thought, and then you got to go talk to somebody about it, and then that person adds to the delusion and co-signs it, and the next thing you know, you're paranoid and delusional over something that don't even exist and creating all this drama. And a person has the right to walk away from you and say, hey, listen, that's just like a man will say, hey, I tried to contact you this afternoon. Where were you? Well, I was at home. I was asleep. I didn't hear the phone ringing. Why didn't you just stop by? I think you was with somebody else. Then they'll go to somebody and say, do you think that this person is cheating on me? Yeah, that person cheating on you. I saw him. They a slut. They a hoe. I told you. Next thing you know, you done been lied to. Men are so weak when it comes to lies. Y'all send these women through hell over something that ain't even real. How many of you women have found yourselves saying to a man, that is not real? That's never happened. And they just go. They just going and going and going and going and going. Crying and yelling and screaming and ready to kill somebody over something that doesn't even exist. You realize that doesn't exist. Okay, and you definitely do have somebody, this magician here, that possibly could be. Anytime the magician, the judgment card, and the devil card come up, all in the same reading. I mean, you got all these major arcana Pisces. Y'all need to do something about this. Especially men. Y'all want to be the leaders, then really lead. Okay, or you got to listen to the woman. You're listening. All you know how to do is listen to negativity. Okay, yeah, a lot of these men have issues. Seriously. Okay, guys, that is the readings for the divine masculines. I may come back later with some messages for the divine feminines. I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Blessings.